I'm here with Zach Cox after the Columbus Regional. How'd you do and what'd you play?
What's up? I played Sky Striker Pure and I went X2-1. Could have done better, but I lost in time in very grindy matchups. The only losses I had were Paleo with Imperial Order resolving twice and the mirror match, which I lost in time and I could have easily won. But now into the deck. The main deck was 42 cards. I ran a lot of versatility. I wanted to have as many options as I could. So outside of 3 Ray, the hand trap lineup was 2 Ash and 2 Ogre. So I didn't play that many hand traps because I have access to impermanence, so I played impermanence, obviously. So I wanted to only have around 7 to 8. So I wanted to turbo out to my win condition as fast as I could. So on to spells. 3 Widow Anchor. This card was always great. 3 Engage. Things that differed from typical Sky Striker decks. 3 Area 0 and 3 Multi-Roll. So the reason being is you can use Multi-Roll to blow up Area 0 to get to Ray. And the quicker I could get to Ray, the better I would fare off doing. Because there's sometimes I just did not have any good Sky Striker cards in my hand, but since I had Ray or a way to get to it, it was a lot easier. Another option that I had right there was, or another option that helped me get to Ray was MST. So MST on the field zone could do a lot of really nutty things. Outside of just like on your own turn, you could MST the field spell and then get Ray if you had no like multi-roll or no engage. Another thing that you could do was, say I was playing against Cyber Dragon, and this literally won me the game. I had MST set, and I had Area 0 on the field. They contact fused away my Link monster, activated MST on Area 0, and I just got out Kagari and pulled back and engage and just went about my business. So MST was a great card. Next to the 2 ups, 2 Called by the Grave, 2 Shared Ride, 2 Foolish Goods, 2 Eagle Booster. So I was split on playing 3 of this and 3 of this, like 3 Called by and 3 Foolish, or 3 Shared Ride and 3 Foolish. But I decided that since this is once per turn and this is a really good play stopper, I wanted to have at least both. And Called by the Grave ensured that my plays went through, as well as can be used as a stun card. So when I played 2 Paleos. I would Shark Cannon 1 Ronin Totem, and I'd Call by the other, just so I could seal away the win. But this is essentially stops the turn, and Foolish Goods are really good to Thunder Dragon matchup. Now to the 1-ups. Shark Cannon, Afterburner, Hercules Base, Drones, Jamming Waves, Terraforming, Fusion, and Rhoda. So these are my 1-up spells. So from your left to my right, or my right to your left to right. Terraforming, I only wanted to play 1 because Thunder Dragon, when testing with Thunder Dragon, this card is terrible. That's why I'd much rather advise using Foolish Goods and Metal Foes Fusion. This card's an additional draw and allows you to start off your plays by using multi-roll on it. Rhoda, obviously. Shark Cannon's a really good way to push to OTKs. Afterburners is just as good as a 1-of. Hercules Base, you need to play this card. People don't realize that this card has a lot of good utility. Because not only can you recycle and grind games, that's like its main purpose, but if you do equip it and you have a lot of spells in grave, you can attack twice, so it gets rid of monsters, and you get to draw 2 cards if you destroy monsters. So this card is able to regain advantage, but you just have to be really smart about using it. And then 1 Drones, and then 1 Jamming Waves. This was because I was afraid of Cosmo coming back, because that's a terrible matchup, and Dark Destroyer's a pain in the butt. If I can't get to Boral Sword, I just lose. So I put Jamming Waves in as a 1-of in case I had to do something. So that's all the spells right there. I played 31 spells. Next is 3 Impermanence. This card was great. Luckily, it's getting reprinted, so everybody has more access to it, but it is a great card. And it's just So good against those combo decks. It saved me so much. Now into this extra deck. I played 8 strikers. So I used to play 9, but 2 Hayate is just enough. You don't need more. And the reason I cut it down to 2 is I wanted to have more options for Cherries targets. And then now into the non-Cherries targets. Ib, Ningirsu, and Borrelsword. So this is a spellcaster for Secret Village. Pretty easy to get out. You just need a Link Monster and Array, or a Drone and a Link Monster. Ningirsu is what I usually go into more than Borrelsword because I only have 3 materials. And he's good at getting rid of problems. And then OTK. And now for the Cherries targets, the big spice. So a Sold, obviously, you hit a Sold, then most of the time Z can just stop the Rongo Bongo Turbo deck pretty well. 1 Titan, so it makes it a little bit more linear for me to deal with Thunder Dragons. 1 Dante, because I hate BA, and then 1 Saryuja for Slash Draw. So, how many Cherries targets, or how many times do you think I cherried my opponent? Actually, no, how many of these do you think I used?
What? I do not. Let's say 3-4 times, maybe.
How many? Did I use 3 of these? No, I just used 1.
You used 1.
I just used a Sold. I hit people with a Sold.
Out of
I
all
did
the
not
decks,
play.
you didn't hit Titan.
I never played a Thunder Dragon matchup. Never played BA. I didn't see a single person playing BA. And then I never played against the FDK. But
Lucky you.
yeah, fun fact though. I did make Saryuja today against a yesterday against a Cyber Dragon player. Got to draw 4, or draw 3, or draw 4, send it back 3, and I had a driver in hand and I special summoned it. So after I Widow Anchored and Shark Cannoned, and I activated drones, I made Saryuja, and then made a big old OTK with Saryuja driver and Ray. So I was just like, sweet. But yeah, Cherries was underwhelming because the matchups that I was wanting to use them against didn't really happen. Because I tested a bunch against Thunder Dragon, played 0. Alright, now side deck, 3 Cherries, 3 Gamma, 1 driver. This card is insane for a lot of decks. I mainly wanted it against the Rongo Turbo and Thunder Dragons because this can stop a lot of plays. Against the Rongo deck, this is a lot better because it does not target. So it goes through midfield. All the other hand traps don't really do anything except for Ash. So this, it would always go in when I'm going second. My Spice, 2 enemy controller. It's the Dual Links tech. I like this a lot better than Mind Control, mainly because I can use it offensively and defensively. So I Widow Anchor like a Colossus or something, and then I attack with it. So I'll usually make Hayate attack and then steal the Colossus. And then I use enemy controller because they're going to have more than like 2 or 3 monsters, tribute their Colossus and then attack into another monster. And so you'll have an additional attack. Whereas with Mind Control, you'll have to get rid of it somehow. And just like Widow Anchor, it returns at the end phase, so you can keep your Link Monster. But the Dual Links tech, my man, is great. And then 3 Twin and 3 Evenly Matched.
The God card.
Did not resolve it once.
Did not.
No.
Wow.
Didn't get to it. I didn't need to. There's a lot of times where I was like siding, and I'm like, they're not going to make a huge board, so there's no really point to commit to it. The only deck I sided it in against and was comfortable with it was Rongo and Paleo. Every other deck, I was like, they're going to put like 2 or 3 cards on the field, and it's not going to do much. I'd much rather have versatile hand traps and back row removal. So, yeah, most of my matchups were pretty rogue, honestly. It was Paleo twice, 1 mirror match, played against Goki, actually, which I could still do stuff, but it's not as good. Played against Rongo Turbo, played against Mekk-Knight Invoked, played against Danger Dark World, and let's see. Yeah, it was just like not a lot. It was very weird. Columbus had a lot of weird decks.
Overall, good day though.
Yeah, it was a good day. Started out terrible, finished strong.
What'd you place?
45th.
Nice.
So this is my second top cut. It's my second top, but I've already had my invite from earlier this year. But thanks for watching, and see you guys soon.